Hello, welcome to JavaScript tutorial, chapter 16, JavaScript, strict mode, brought to you by Ankpro Technologies. My name is Harish. In this session, we are going to learn about the strict in JavaScript. So, JavaScript, as I said you earlier, it's a loosely typed scripting language. Suppose if you have worked with server-side languages like Java or C Sharp, I think you are familiar with the strictness of the language. In the sense, suppose if you declare a variable in Java or C Sharp, compulsorily you have to specify the type of it, what type of variable it is, whether it's an integer or a string. But in JavaScript, it's not necessary. And to get that type of functionality of strictness of language in JavaScript, we can achieve in another way, that is using this keyword, okay, use strict at the top of your program, JavaScript program, with ECMAScript 5 or later. So write this use strict at the top of JavaScript code or in a function to achieve the strictness of the language in JavaScript. So here you can observe the code snippet. Here we have a variable called x defined with var keyword and the value is 1, and this is valid in strict mode. And here in the second line you can observe we have a variable called y and the value is 1, and this is invalid in strict mode because in the strict mode we have to declare a variable with the var keyword only. If you don't do that, it is invalid. So let me show you. It's very simple. So here is my Visual Studio Code and I'm having a strict script tag ready. So let me define var x is equal to 1. Okay, let me alert that function and I pass x variable. Then I'll declare other variable without var keyword. I'll specify the value as 1 and again I'll call it alert function. So I'll pass the variable y. Now when I do Ctrl S, now I have to run this page, so I'm going to my folder. When I double click on that, you can observe, okay, we are getting the value as 1 and also we are getting the value as 1. Why? Because I've attached the same. Okay, I'll change the value to 10 here, to the x is 1. I'll refresh. The first value is 1 and the second value is 10. Okay, this is working fine. You can declare a variable with var keyword or without var keyword. Okay, but if you want to make it compulsorily that to declare a variable you must use var keyword, you have to, if you want to make it compulsory, then you have to make use of the keyword, okay, use strict. Okay, now when I do Ctrl S, now let me go back and let me refresh. We will get the output only 1, okay, but not 10. Why? Because in the strict mode you have to declare a variable with the var keyword, otherwise okay, it will not consider this y as a variable itself. That's the meaning of this use strict mode. Okay, we are achieving the strictness of the programming language with the help of this line, that is use strict. Okay, now let me go back to presentation and coming to the next slide. Keep in mind, strict mode in JavaScript does not allow the following things. It's not only these following things, there are some other also, but as of for learning purpose I've taken only the few things. Okay, the first one let me show you is use of undefined variables. Okay, what do you mean by use of undefined variables? That's what I showed you in this example. This is what use of undefined variable. Here we are not defined a variable with the var keyword, so we are getting the output only 1 but not 10 because this variable is not defined. That's the meaning of this sentence, use of undefined variable. And duplicate parameters of a function. I repeat, duplicate parameters of a function. So what do you mean by this duplicate parameters of a function? It's very simple. So I'll remove this as of now and I'll remove this also as well of this. So what I'll do right now, I'll declare a function and the function name is sum, and to this I'll pass parameters as with the same name, val and val. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll return them. Control S. Now I'll result is equal to sum. I'll pass 5 comma 5 and I'll alert that result within the alert function. Control S. Let me go back and let me refresh. We will get the output as 10. And keep in mind the duplication of the parameters. Here the parameters are having the same name. The duplication of the parameters are allowed Okay, but if you want to make it compulsory, like there should be no duplication of parameters, as we can achieve that with the help of use strict mode. And keep in mind, in strict mode the duplication of parameters are not allowed. Now when I go back and when I refresh, you can observe we will not get the output. So let me inspect it. So why it's happening like that? It's because, okay, let me check out in the console. Duplicate parameter are not allowed in this context. In the sense, duplicate parameters are not allowed in the use strict mode. Okay, that's the meaning of that sentence. And coming back here, eval function to create a variable. So let me go here. I hope in the last session we learned about eval. Let me show you that. Using eval function, what I'm trying to do is var x is equal to 1 control s, okay, and I'll alert that x, so I should get the output as 1. Okay, I'm getting it, but keep in mind, okay, eval function to create a variable, it's not allowed in a strict mode. Suppose in the strict mode, if I try to pass this string JavaScript code as a string in the eval, and if I try to get the value of x, it's not possible. Okay, how? Let me show you why it's not possible in the strict mode. Okay, you can observe right now we are not getting the output, and what I'll do right now, I'll comment this. Now I'll get the output. In the sense, in the strict mode, with the help of eval function, you can't create a variable. Okay, that's the meaning of this sentence. Okay, that's what we learned, like what is strict mode. If you want to get the strictness of language in your JavaScript, then go and use strict, okay, that mode in your programming, and that will make you achieve the strictness of the language. And that's for the day. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel Ankpro Training. You can also like our Facebook page visiting this URL. You can also follow us on Twitter. For further reference, refer websites. We're on LinkedIn too. Last but not the least, please don't forget to give the feedback. Thank you. Have a great day.